At ease, brothers. You know, some people, most people, will never find what they're looking for. And the thing is, the sooner a person can understand this, the sooner they can get ahead in life, the sooner they can, actually tap into fulfillment. And the thing is, at some point, everybody will understand it, but it's just a matter of when. Like some people understand this very young. Some people understand this in their late teens and early 20s. Some people understand this, in the middle of life when they're between 35 and 50 and they can kind of see the writing on the wall. They can look around and see the end result that everybody gets. They can look back and see the mistakes of the young and they make that decision then. But some wait till it's too late. Some wait until it's too late. Like they've waited too long in life to snap out of it and start traveling the path. Because that's really what I'm talking about. To find that true fulfillment, it's all about a man traveling that path, because what he's looking for, that's where it is. And again, it just goes back to when a man decides, like, you know what, I see the writing on the wall now. I understand that what I'm really looking for is not in the things that I thought it was. Let me give a shout out, man, to one of my mentees, man, a brother named Eric McCullough. A brother I've been mentoring out of LA, man. The brother saw the writing on the wall early in life. Brother is only 25 years old, man. He's about to be an attorney. And the thing is, this brother, he's one of these 6'3", 6'4" brothers, looks like a model, clean cut, just toned up brother. He sees the writing on the wall. He says, you know what, so I understand. I see where I'm going. I know that in a matter of time, I'm going to have the money in the bank. I'm going to have the crib and I'm going to have all that stuff. But I want to make sure that I'm traveling the path to make sure I can protect it and to make sure I don't lose it. Because that's the cycle. A person that obtained these things, that's the cycle. This is the thing, bro. And this is something I really want y'all to know. Like, to actually win, you don't have to have traveled the path to have a certain level of success. What I mean is, you don't have to, when I'm talking about finding this fulfillment at the end of the path that every man must travel, you don't have to have traveled that path to have the degrees in the corner office, overlooking the city. You don't have to have traveled the path to get the bad wife. You don't have to have traveled the path, man, to make millions. You don't have to have traveled the path, man, to have that storefront, to open up that small business, to start becoming a successful trader. Like all these wins we talk, you don't have to have traveled the path to get these wins. And that's what confuses a lot of people. That's what keeps people from traveling that path. But I can tell you this, I can guarantee you this. Until you travel that path, all these things you accomplish, they will never be enough. They will never be enough. Like the brother read in the book, man, like you'll get these things and you'll find out that they're just empty carcasses made by the hands of man. And it's not saying that we're not supposed to get this, because like you aren't living life if you aren't trying to get some of these things. If you aren't trying to have the biggest and fastest of things you like, you aren't really trying to experience life. But what I'm telling you, man, is a man, a woman, a person will never find that thing they're looking for until they travel the path, man. Until they travel the path. It'll never be enough. You can go to school and get your degrees until you got all of them, and you're still going to seek something else. You're going to have a closet full of clothes. You're still going to be looking for the newest Gucci belt. Not saying you should obtain them, but you're going to be looking for fulfillment in those things. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level of fulfillment when people get something and post a new whip on the gram. There's a satisfaction when you pull up in the whip and people are saying, "Hey man, this is clean." There's a certain satisfaction, man, when you have a bad woman in your life. But when you're never content, not saying stopping the hustle, you should never stop the hustle. But when you're never content, where you're like, you know what, I can sit in my gratitude, and stay on my hustle. When you're not content and you got to have a baddie and you're still looking for the next baddie, when you get a new whip and you're still, as soon as you get it, you're tired of it. You get the crib, you're tired of it. That's fulfillment you're looking for. And some people never realize that. Going back to my mentee, brother McCullough out of LA, man. And I can talk about this brother, man, because he's been this brother chops hard. This brother's like, you know what? I see the writing on the wall. I understand where I'm going, but I have to protect this. And the thing is, man, if a man doesn't travel the path before he obtains these things, he's subject to lose it. He's subject to lose it. Not only have I experienced this, brother. If y'all haven't seen, and I don't talk about this much. If y'all haven't watched the documentary I made, The Beautiful Faces of Evil, you need to watch it. Out of all the things I've made, the recipe and all the videos I have, where I'm going deeper into things and I'm selling these videos, hands down, the beautiful Faces of Evil have had the most impact on people besides A Singular Truth, if not just as much as A Singular Truth. The reviews on that are, people call me dang near in tears, bro, because I'm sharing the most intimate things. So just going back to what I'm saying, when I say people are subject to lose it, and I'll share this because it's on the documentary. I'll take my father, for example. My father was a successful man in my eyes. My father had a great job, and I'm talking about back in the, my father passed away in 89. So back in the 80s, my father had a job that paid, that would still be a good salary today, right? He was a man of the cloth. He was a minister. He was well known in the community of being a man of God. Built, got my mom, and my mom is a baddie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand my mom was a baddie until I was older and see how other men respond to her. Like, my mom is a baddie. Even now, she's still a baddie. So my father had a baddie on his arm. She was successful. She was a business owner. She had the bag. You know what I'm saying? They built a beautiful crib out in the country, out in the country of East Texas, which would be equivalent to the Buckhead of today. To be able to step outside and look down the road and see all brand new houses of people that look like you, and everybody's married and everybody has kids. Just a great life. New cars. You know what I'm saying? Great life. But my father lost all that because he was still lacking a certain thing. And I'm not going to go down to that. If you want to understand what I'm talking about, man, go watch Beautiful Faces of Evil. Anybody that's watching this video that's watched Beautiful Faces of Evil, leave a comment and give me your feedback on it, man. Again, that's I get the most feedback on that, brothers. But you're subject to lose that. So when a man is getting success, when a man is have money in the bank, when a man is getting all these things, if you still haven't found that fulfillment that only exists down the path, brother, you're subject to lose it. Matter of fact, you can't even live comfortably in it because again, you're always looking for the next, and you can feel that you really haven't poured concrete around your life because it just isn't a fixed energy. So again, a man must travel the path. A man must travel the journey, right? What is traveling the path? What is the journey that every man must make? So you're always talking about it. What is it? Long story short, brother, it's a journey to go. It's a journey to go see God. If I had to just put it in one big envelope, it's a journey to go see God. But there are steps. It's a journey to find the kingdom. In other words, when your Bible says, "Seek ye first the kingdom before you do anything else." In other words, get the bag, get the baddie, get all that stuff, get the millions if you want to get it. Get all that stuff, but first, seek ye first this place. Seek ye first this energy. Because if you don't seek it first, then you're going to be in a state of confusion once you get the bag. That's all it was saying. So when you're talking about seeking, when you're talking about traveling that path, right? And my brothers, people call it different things. My brothers on the square, we call it, walking the desert sands and a few other things. And I'm talking about my goat riders. Y'all know who y'all are. Some call it, walking the desert sands. But a man must be tried. A man must go through things to see that fulfillment, to see the kingdom, man. And so it's really to see God. But, the first thing that a man is experiencing when he's traveling is he must first find self. He must first find self, because going back to this, you can't see the kingdom. You can't see God unless you found self. Like, in other words, there are a lot of people, man, that there are a lot of people that are dancing on church pews, that are crying in church. There are a lot of people that are taking pilgrimages to Mecca. There are a lot of people that are eating loaves of leavened bread, or whatever the bread is called in Catholic. You know, there are a lot of people going through the processes, but still don't know God. And I'm saying that because most of these people don't know self. And I'm saying they don't know self because they're still calling their Jesus something outside of them. There are many people that worship an energy that they have no connection to. There are many people that praise even a Jesus that they have no idea who it is. So one of the first steps, man, is on that journey is finding self. Is finding that truth. I've been talking about forever. Singular truth is the road. The singular truth is traveling the path might take a man 15, 20, 30 years. The singular truth is putting a man from A to Z. It's showing him how to get to A to Z. It's a roadmap. It's a roadmap, but a man must first find self. Because until he finds self, he really can't see what's taking place in this world. He really can't see the value that all people, places, and things either have for him or against him. Until he finds self, he can't see what he needs to cut off and what he needs to incorporate. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing is finding self, bro. And that's a journey in itself. That's when a man really understands who he is. And like, again, when the Bible says when two come together, God is there also. That's the first time a man really sees God. And I was open with it, brother. I said this to my brothers in the circle. I've said this on a video, I believe, a few weeks ago. I understood source energy. I fully understood source energy. I fully felt source energy in my life. But up until the year 2023, up until this year, I hadn't become one with that source. I thought I had. Even when I thought back when I was a young child and my teenagers going to church and having a good time and feeling and praying and doing all these things and having things happen in my life, I knew of a source, but I wasn't connected to that source. It's a difference. And that difference is going back to what I'm saying. When I'm saying a person will never find what they're looking for, that's what I mean. Until they make that connection with self, until they connect, plug in to source energy, they're always going to be in a state of lack. It may appear to be abundance around them. Hell, I had, shiny things. It seemed abundant. And it was a level of prosperity, but again, there was no fulfillment. I didn't feel true fulfillment until this year. Where I no longer had to have anything to have my brain on a different level. I don't have to drink anything. I don't have to smoke anything. I don't have to have a woman in my life. I don't have to have nothing but self. And that's true that's really what everybody is looking for. That's really what everybody is looking for. And once I found that, it's like, oh man, now I can double down and triple down on the grind. I can double down and triple down on the grind because now, and that's going to a whole nother thing. Now I can bring something toward me without the state of lack. Meaning I never have to go in a state of thinking of what I don't have because now I'm part of the all. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That's a whole nother 2 hour. That's a lecture. Right? But fulfillment is what everybody is looking for. Connection to source. Why is everybody looking for a connection to source? What is it everybody's really looking for? I'm going to tell you what everybody's looking for. What we're really looking for is power. We're really looking for power. We're really looking to be in a state of, we can sit in this stillness and we can look at the world. We can look at the world and all the 19s and all the wars and rumors of wars. We can listen to what the television is saying. We can see everybody tripping about the prices of eggs going up to $20 a gallon or whatever. So we can look at all those things, but the fact that we have power, we can sit back in those things, man, and just cross our arms and look at the world saying, you know what? If they just travel that path, like in other words, when the 91st Psalms talk about, it says there are some people that are protected. They live in this sacred space. My grandmother taught me that a long time ago. I didn't understand what she was teaching me, but she was giving me the game. She told me before I go to bed every night to read Psalms 91. I didn't understand the game she was giving me. What she was saying is, brother, you got to travel the path. If there's one thing I'm going to leave you, travel the path, man, and you're going to find yourself in this sacred space. Not saying you'll never die. Not saying you'll never get sick. Not saying that you might not see some hard times, but you're going to become immortal. You're going to be plugged into something way deeper than that. Like what the common man fears, what the common man is going through, you will see that even the Bible says, 10,000 will fall at your right hand, but you're going to be immune to a lot of the fears, man. That's fulfillment, brothers. That's fulfillment. And that's when I finally understood what Hannah was saying in Master Key when he said, brother, yeah, once you get this power, you'll be able to manifest anything you want. It'll be easy. You'll be able to cruise through life and enjoy life. He said, but what a man will do is, he said, a man will start falling more in love with that power than anything else. And I didn't understand that fully until this year, man. I falling in love with the power. You know what I'm saying? So again, when I say that most people will not find what they're looking for, it's because most people don't know what it is they're looking for. They think it's in the shiny things. They think it's in the biggest booty. They think it's in the highest degree. They think it's in me starting a business. They think it's me putting an extra comma in the bank. And these are all good things. These are all things that we as men, if you aren't pursuing these, you really aren't living. But the thing is, man, unless a man travels the path, these things will never be enough. So again, most people will never find what they're looking for.